right, I think we're just about ready to get things rolling today, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of my series of Come Hang Out live streams where we're just going to hang out and talk about whatever comes to mind. Today is episode number 93, Streaming for a Master. Lessons for a Master, lessons for a stream. I did not know what to call this one. I'm going to be honest with you guys. We have a poll running right now. Saw some of you guys in the chat before stream started talking about whether or not pineapple on pizza is a good thing. And that aspect of life always fascinates me, you know? It's either one of two answers. People love it or people hate it. So I have a little poll running for you guys right now. A little bit of a pre-stream poll. Probably won't happen very often, but hey, figured it would be fun to consult you guys about that. I personally love pineapple on pizza. I think it's pretty good. I'm on the side of ye. I'm not on the side of nah. Before we begin today's stream, let's go over our streaming schedule really quick. Here we go. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, and as always, I will provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab, as per usual. What season were we on? Skybound? Yes, Skybound. Excuse me, folks, I'm going to take a sip of my beverage. I have Gatorade today, a nice blue Gatorade, so no water, but a Gatorade. Switching things up every now and then. You know what I'm saying? And there we go. All right, so in terms of today's stream, just kind of jumping right into it, I have a tier list ready to go for you guys today. That'll be the plan for today. We're going to start that up in a few minutes here. Just going to let us settle for a little bit. Just kind of let us hang out for a while. Tier list might be pretty short, probably won't take up the entire stream, but that's the plan for today. Tomorrow we're going to be doing just a casual stream, and then on Friday we're going to be doing trivia, as per usual. How am I doing? I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. Yeah, woke up pretty early today, got some work done, still have a little bit more work to do, but all in all, you know, I'm doing pretty well. How are you guys doing? What's your day like today? What is today? It's Wednesday, right? Wednesday the 9th. What are you guys up to today? Feel free to let me know in the chat. Yeah, sponsored by Gatorade. I wish, man. Gatorade, if you're listening, reach out to me. Sponsor me. I'd even do like G Fuel, man. Someone sponsor me, please. I do get sponsor offers from NFT companies, and I'm like, yeah, boys, that's not happening. Sorry, not sorry. I don't partake in the NFTs. You can stop emailing me your NFT requests. I don't want to promote that kind of stuff. But otherwise, you know, sponsors usually don't come my way. But Gatorade, if you're listening, hit me up. How are you guys doing? Good. Day's boring. I feel that. Sometimes I have pretty boring days myself. I understand. Studying for exams. Any tips? Tips for studying. Turn on instrumental music. Not music with lyrics in it, but just instrumental music. I personally like to use movie soundtracks and movie scores and stuff like that. I'd recommend listening to some calming music. Something that makes you feel, you know, motivated, makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel happy. That is the good way to study, in my humble opinion. What about Prime? Get Prime instead. I mean, sure, if they were to reach out for me or reach out to me to, you know, to sponsor my videos, why not? Sure. Why not? Just got done building the Catamaran Sea Battle set and my back and neck hurts. I understand that. I recently built the Technic Batmobile. I actually have it right here. You can kind of hear it. That's the Batmobile right there. Yeah, my neck hurt after that. I was just kind of sitting at my desk, sitting up in a really, or not sitting up straight, but sitting in a really awkward position. My posture's all messed up. My back kind of hurts. The struggles of building Lego sets. I do not have the Catamaran Sea Battle, though. I hope to find it one day on clearance. Then I will buy it. Not going to buy that full price. Not for me. Doing homework but watching the stream. Nice. Hopefully your homework's going well for you. I have a little bit of homework to do here. That's part of the chores today, part of the things I have to do. I also have to take out the garbage. I'm not looking forward to that. How's the set? It's actually not too bad. The Technic Batmobile, kind of pricey, but I think it's worth it considering what you're actually getting here. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty sizable too. I've never really built a Technic set before. But this thing's actually quite nice. I like it a lot, actually. I do not regret buying it. It also has some light bricks in it, too. You know, you got one in the front, one in the back. Good stuff. I'm actually pretty impressed by it. It's not too bad. Will I buy more Technic sets? Probably not. But I think this is a good first trial, you know? I actually got 2 sticker sheets. Sometimes Lego does that. Sometimes they goof up. And they give you an extra sticker sheet. I've had that happen a couple times. Let's see. We need Lego to include a free chiropractor appointment with every purchase. Yeah, each purchase of Lego just gives you a chiropractor coupon. It's like, here you go. We know that you're going to mess up your back and your neck trying to build this thing, especially if it's a longer or like a larger set, you know? Takes longer to build. Lego should do that, I agree. Batman review. I plan to have that out maybe this weekend. I'm going to try to work on that. I do want to review that movie because I thought it was an awesome movie, and maybe I will talk about the Technic Batmobile during the video as well. Maybe that'll be a good way to combine, I guess, the Batman with the Lego aspect of my channel. Maybe I could do that. Haven't decided just yet, but I want to do that at some point this weekend. So hang tight, wait for that. It'll probably come out sometime soon. Favorite type of pizza? I'm a supreme type of pizza guy. I like, I like all things on the pizza except for anchovies and whatnot, but you can throw anything you want on my pizza. Pepperonis, peppers, onions, I'll take it all. I'm a supreme type of guy. Not supreme like the clothing brand, but supreme like the pizza, you know? It's a good kind of pizza. Spoiler or non-spoiler review. I might make it a non-spoiler review just to kind of summarize what I think about the movie. It's probably not going to be a very long video, so I'll probably just give you guys a quick, maybe 4 or 5 minute video talking about what I think about the movie, and maybe I'll include a segment about the Lego Batmobile, the Lego Technic Batmobile, towards the end or something. I don't know. Haven't quite decided just yet, but I do want to make it spoiler free because it's not really out. The movie's not out for a lot of people just yet. So I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it quite yet. Season 10 pictures. Sure, we can do Season 10 for a little bit before we head on over to the tier list that I plan to do with you guys today. Let's see. What else you guys got for me today? Will I be watching the DC League of Super Pets? Probably not. I saw the trailer for it. They played it in front of my Batman screening, and it looks pretty stupid. I also saw today that it got delayed, along with a bunch of other DC projects, right? Like Flash got delayed. Aquaman got delayed, but apparently Shazam 2 got bumped up. I'm like, all right, I like that. I liked the first Shazam movie. I'll probably go see the second one. Have you ever had sleep paralysis? I have not, and thank goodness for that, because sleep paralysis sounds scary. I don't want to ever experience that. When you got the jungle dragon, didn't come with stickers. Oh man. Yeah, that's always rough. Fortunately, I've never had that happen. I've never, been missing a sticker sheet. That's probably one of the most important things that they could forget in a Lego set, the all-important sticker sheet. Some sets don't really need stickers, but most of them, I think, benefit from having sticker detailing. Yeah, that kind of sucks, man. Hopefully you reached out to Lego and they gave you your stickers, which you rightfully deserve. I mean, you bought the jungle dragon. The least they can do is give you the stickers that they're supposed to, you know? Have I seen the new Obi-Wan trailer? I have not seen that. I saw a poster for it earlier today before I went to bed at 9 a.m. because my sleep schedule is all messed up. But yes, I did see the poster. I did not see the trailer. But, Ewan McGregor looks pretty good. I might want to watch it because he is he's quite the handsome gentleman, if I do say so myself. Master Wu must be here. No, Master Wu actually just got kidnapped by a giant green dragon. He said something about, chase me down so I can teach you a lesson, virtues of spinjitzu, yada yada. I didn't listen. I'm here streaming instead. Sorry, not sorry, Master Woohoo. I'll see you sometime soon. It's not like that dragon's gonna kill him anyway. It's probably just an illusion. Ha ha. Touche. Wu will probably die in season 16. I don't know about that. I mean, I think he should die at some point, right? Before the series is over. But I'm not sure if that will be next season. Who knows? Why don't we end the pineapple on pizza poll? Nah one, with 56%. When I first started the poll, it was pretty much 50-50, which is pretty much what I see in my real life whenever I ask somebody, hey man, pineapple on pizza? It's usually one or two. It's either hey, yeah, or hey, no. I don't like pineapple. I like pineapple. It's very much 50-50 for a lot of people. Spirit smoke. Yeah, don't do spirit smoke, people. You're going to see some weird stuffs. Don't do spirit smoke. Darkest moment in the Wild Brain episodes. I mean, in season 11, you had Zane basically commit mass genocide in the Neverrealm. That was pretty dark, right? That was pretty tragic. You don't really see that very much in the Ninjago series, just straight up genocide. But no, that happened. And Zane did it. Interesting. That's probably one of the more darker aspects of the Wild Brain seasons, in my humble opinion. Little brother's sad that Ninjago's ending. I mean, Ninjago's not ending, right? I didn't hear anything about that. We have stuff confirmed for 2023. So, you know, at least we have one more year of Ninjago stuff, right? And probably more to come. Ninjago is one of those Lego series that I don't think is ever going to end, really. It's just going to keep on getting revamped, revised. Maybe the cast will swap out every now and then. If it's anything like Bionicle, they'll do that at some point. But no, I don't think Ninjago's ending, right? I haven't really seen anything like that. Garmadon beating up his son and becoming a dictator over the city. Oh yeah, that was pretty tragic as well. He's all like, I have no son. And then he just beats Lloyd. You probably shouldn't beat your children, especially not like that. Probably not a good thing to do. In the real world, Garmadon would be arrested for child abuse. In the Ninjago universe, though, you basically become ruler of the city. So it's like 50-50. Again, you know, benefits of living in the Ninjago world. Okay, guys, so I have a tier list ready to go for you guys today. A tier list that I think could be pretty fun to talk about, pretty fun to discuss and partake in. So let's go ahead and switch on over to that. I have the chat ready to go in my on my telephone right here. I have you guys loaded up on my phone, so we're going to switch things over to the tier list and see if that brings us to the rest of the stream. See if that lasts us to the very end, I mean. Give me 1 second here. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. So the tier list that I have for you guys today is something that I've been seeing a lot of people do as of late, and that is ranking the seasons. It's been about 9 months since I've done a ranking of the seasons, anything, in terms of content for videos. A child could have been conceived and born in the time it took me to do my older ranking the seasons and this one. I'm not sure if my ranking will change at all. I'm not sure if my ranking will change, but I figured we could go through these one by one, give some quick thoughts on each season, and then promptly stick it on the tier list somewhere. I have the tier list ranging from S to F, the usual tiers. Which season will go in F tier? Who's to say? But I figured this could be fun to do. Go through each one, talk about it a little bit. As I take a sip of my Gatorade. This was a mistake. The Twitter community will not be pleased. Oh boy, let's see what happens. Hopefully they tear me to shreds. Oh, here we go again. Please start calling the next season Season 15. I will if LEGO actually decides what they want to call it. If they give me a consistent answer, then I will call it Season 15. But for right now, it's still Season 16 to me. So, figured you guys could kind of rank these with me as we go along here. Could be pretty fun. Sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, grab some cookies, and let's begin with the pilots. I want to go through these chronologically as well. I don't know what weird order this is. We're going to start with the pilots, though. The pilots. Where should I rank the pilots? I think it was a pretty good start for the Ninjago series, all things considered. I'm going to say it's between B or C. Because honestly, the pilots are pretty good, but other things are better, you know? I'll say C tier for right now, I guess. The pilots are pretty good. We might switch things up later as we go along here. I'll say C tier for the pilots. Really good start to the Ninjago story, but of course, you know, things just got out of hand, you know? Things eventually just progressed, and now we have a whole bunch of seasons. The pilots, though, classic. Very nostalgic. I like it a lot. B for nostalgia. I gotcha. Easy A for me, very nostalgic. That is true. The pilots are like nostalgia city for me as well. Love, love, love the pilot episodes. I watch them every now and then to regain those warm and fuzzy feelings I had as a young child who was optimistic and, you know, who thought the world could never be dark or tragic. Little 11-year-old me was very wrong. But regardless, C tier for the pilots. Let's move on to season 1. See, because I didn't know the pilots existed. What the heck? You gotta watch the pilots, man. You gotta watch the pilots before you watch season 1. Season 1 is pretty decent, actually. Not too shabby. I'll say B tier for season 1. Some episodes are a little bit lesser than others, in my opinion. It was a pretty rocky start overall. But you also have episodes like TikTok. You have Once Bitten, Twice Shy. Fantastic episodes. Home, another great episode. B tier for season 1, I think. I liked the Serpentine. I liked the Fang Blades. Introduction of the Green Ninja. Pretty good stuff for me. Pythor existed, B tier. Yeah, Pythor was a good villain. Pythor is a classic Ninjago villain that I think a lot of people remember. Everybody remembers the purple British snake. And for good reason. Because he's Pythor, and Pythor's awesome. What are you guys saying for this? C tier, interesting. B, I'm seeing a couple S's, couple A's. I'm seeing anywhere from S to C. Season 1, I think has a lot of fans. I think a lot of people love Ninjago season 1. For me though, it is going to be in the B tier. There was an episode called TikTok. Yeah, but it was actually spelt like tick-tock, like, you know, how you spell it like a clock, you know, TikTok. Not TikTok like the horrendous app that has single-handedly ruined a generation of children. Oh boy. The purple British snake. Yes. Yes, indeed. Moving on to season 2. Where are you, season 2? There you are. What's it called? Legacy of the Green Ninja. So here's the meme with season 2, right? Season 2 has some really good episodes in the form of the final battle. I love the final battle, for those that don't know. One of my favorite aspects about all of Ninjago is the final battle. Unfortunately, the season itself is kind of watered down with a whole bunch of filler episodes towards the beginning. Now, some of these filler episodes I like a lot. like Double Trouble. I think Double Trouble's hilarious if you're watching it in the right mood. But episodes like Pirates vs. Ninja and Ninja Ball Run really weigh this down. With that being said, though, I'm going to say B. I'm going to put it ahead of season 1 because the final battle is just so dang good, in my opinion. It deserves the B tier. The rest of the season is pretty good too, but some of those early episodes, man, just kind of bring it down for me a little bit. Not going to lie. I can see why people like it though, and there are some episodes that I enjoy. Like I said, Double Trouble's fantastic. I really like Wrong Place, Wrong Time as well. One of my favorite season 2 episodes. But B tier for me. What are you guys saying about that? BAS season 2 has the best memes. Of course it does. Yeah, it's season 2. Season 2 is good for that, I will say. It's good for making jokes. Love the filler. Yeah, it was certainly a lot better than season 11's filler. That's for sure. In my humble opinion. Underrated? That's fair. Season 2 is overrated. Interesting. So we have an underrated and an overrated. I love the final battle aspect of season 2. It's one of my favorite memories when I was a kid, watching that final battle, seeing the golden ninja defeat the overlord dragon. Oh, I would love to go back to 2012 again. I'd give anything to go back. That was when the world was supposed to end, man. Instead, we're here in 2022, 10 years later, and the world still has not erupted. Giant ham sandwich. We should make a separate tier just for Chokin seasons. All right, so next up, Rebooted. Rebooted gets a lot of hate nowadays. Have no idea why. Rebooted's pretty good in my opinion. Really good start. One of my favorite starts of the entire Ninjago series right here was from season 2. First 2 episodes are both 10 out of 10 for me. Fantastic. The middle of the season is kind of it's kind of iffy. There's some stuff towards the middle of the season that's a little bit questionable, but the ending is really good. So it has a really good beginning, really good ending in my opinion. The middle, it's kind of messy. With that being said, though, I'll say B tier for Rebooted as well. But I'll probably put it above season 2. I'll do that. How about that? I promise we'll put some Ninjago seasons in some of these other tiers, don't you worry. But Rebooted for me, I like a lot. I'm going to say B. I don't know why it's like really popular now to hate on Rebooted. I didn't really see that when the season came out. It's just kind of a modern thing, I guess. Yeah, the love triangle is one of the biggest aspects of Rebooted that people just absolutely hate. And I can see why. I can see why. I agree with you guys. It's pretty stupid. Doesn't need to be in there. But it's not the worst thing that I've ever seen Ninjago do. I think it's pointless. Doesn't need to be there, for sure. Also, Rebooted's only 8 episodes long, so kind of a shorter season. But with that being said, I'll say B tier. But I get it. Let's see what you guys have to say about it, though. What grades are you giving it? S, C, B, C, S, D minus. What the heck? A, best outfits. Yeah, the techno robes are pretty cool. I kind of prefer the stone armor look, though, for the ninja. Just my opinion. I think that's the superior season 3 outfit. Zane's sacrifice was good. I agree. What are we doing? We are ranking the seasons. Basically a necessity for any fan of Ninjago. You basically need to do this at one point, and it's been a minute since I've done it, so let's see what we got. Rebooted was going to be 2 episodes long early in production. Really? Just 2 episodes? Oh man, would that even have counted as a season then? Or would people have been arguing, no, it's a special, it's a season? Could there be a 2-episode season? I mean, maybe. Who knows? All right, let's move on to the, what's next? Season 4, Tournament. Here we go. Here's some good stuff. S tier right off the bat. Tournament is my all-time favorite Ninjago season. It's probably going to be one of the only seasons in S tier. I love Tournament so much, man. I love the island. I love the tournament. I love seeing the different elemental masters. Certain characters like Skylar were introduced. Sensei Garmadon got a huge boost of screen time in this season. Klaus, need I say more? Master Chen. Holy goodness, this season is fantastic. Admittedly, once the ninja and the other masters leave the island, the season takes a slight dip for me in quality. All the stuff on the island was fantastic to see, but overall, season 4 is still terrific in my opinion. I just love the writing, the character growth, the new characters, the world building. All in all, season 4 was a pretty good way to continue the Ninjago story and expand it even further. Which master are we streaming for? I'll stream for Master Chen. Since we're talking about season 4 right now, I'll stream for Master Chen. Let's see. What do you guys got? S tier. I'm seeing a lot of S's. Couple B's though. Couple B's, couple A's. The GOAT. Yeah, it is the greatest of all time. I agree with you there. Let's see. The Zukin robes. Yeah. That is true. The ninja just kind of get the Zukin robes out of nowhere. Oh, also, we had Titanium Zane in this season. Another reason to put it in the S tier spot. I loved Titanium Zane. I think a lot of people put season 4 as one of their top seasons, and I agree with that statement. It's definitely my favorite season of all time. You guys know that. Yes, a bunch of S's for snakes, because Anachondri. Oh yeah, Pythor's there too. He's a little guy though. Little Pythor. He bounces back though. The Anachondri generals are like, thank you, Pythor, for all your service or whatever. Here's a couple extra feet of height, bro. All right, let's move on to Possession. That is the next season that we have to talk about. Possession's pretty good, honestly. I like Possession a lot. Solid season. Honestly, 2015 might have been one of the best years for Ninjago. We had Tournament and Possession. I'll put Possession in A tier. I don't think it's as good as Tournament, but it's still a really good season in my humble opinion. Moro is a fantastic villain. His backstory is amazing. Once again, the world building of this season is insane. I thought 2015 did an awesome job at expanding the Ninjago world. I don't like it as much as Tournament, like I said. I think it has some issues, but season 5 Possession, it's pretty good. You also had Nia unlocking her water power for the first time in that season. Good stuff all around. A tier for me. I haven't really seen a lot of people hate on Possession. I've seen pretty positive stuff from a large majority of this community. A tier, A or S, let's see, A minus, S. I'm seeing a combination of S's and A's, but a couple B's in there. It's all right. A just because of Moro giving the ninja the worst days of the entirety of Ninjago. Yeah, Moro pretty much did shake up the ninja team, kind of broke up the status quo a little bit. I don't think the ninja had ever encountered a villain quite like Moro before. Good stuff. B tier, good season. Not the biggest fan of Moro. Hate the Kingdom Come. Yeah, I can see that too. Yeah, the Cloud Kingdom stuff was kind of iffy. I talked about that yesterday with the big raccoon monster. That gets bumped down a couple notches specifically for the raccoon monster, but I get it. Possession, I like a lot. Possession's been getting a lot of hate recently, calling it, oh, I see. I got you. Yeah, Possession's not that bad. I don't know what's the trend nowadays of people just hating on popular seasons for no reason. It's not cool to hate popular stuff just because it's popular. That's all I'll say about that. What's next? Possession. After Possession comes Skybound. Okay, Skybound. You have Jay fighting Nadakon the Jin. Pretty cool. I liked it a lot. The Jay and Nia subplot basically blossomed in Skybound. They finally found their footing. I'll say A tier for Skybound as well. I just heard the sub thing go off. Who's subbing? K Maisonette 16. Thanks for the subscription. I found my little widgets over here in the corner. Yeah, Skybound, A tier. Jay and Nia, good stuff. Nautocon's a pretty cool villain. I like it a lot. The only thing that people don't like about Skybound, and they haven't liked it since the beginning, is the ending. I don't think the ending is all that bad. I've seen a lot of hate towards the ending. I personally think Skybound's a pretty good season. I'll say A tier for me. Again, we might readjust these a little bit later. Might shake things up a little bit depending on how many we have in A and S. A couple of good seasons coming up, so maybe we might switch things up. But for right now, Skybound A tier. I like Nauticon. Seeing a lot of conflicting scores though for this thing. D tier, B, A, D, C, A or B, D, F. Lots of very conflicting answers for this. Are people really that conflicted over Skybound? I haven't really seen a whole lot about that. Interesting. Jay being adopted is a little bit mean. I guess I could kind of see that. To me, that just kind of builds up his character, though, right? It's something more about his character, something different about his past that is unique to him and not really any of the other characters. I like that a lot. I don't mind that. Take my hand, Nia. I don't want your hand, Jay. because of reasons. Dareth in this season was awful, though. I will say that. Dareth is not a good character in any season that he's in. But Skybound, for the time being, A tier. All right, let's move on to Day of the Departed. That's what I think about that. That's what I think about Day of the Departed. F tier for me. I hate Day of the Departed with a burning passion. And that's just how it goes. I do not like Day of the Departed. More like Day of the Flop, or Flop of the Departed. How about we call it that? There you go. The only good thing about this special or season, whatever, I don't care, was the Cole stuff. I liked seeing Cole get back to his human form. Otherwise, the villains made no sense. Master Yang was a stupid character. 44 minutes long, tried to cram too much in there. Just a mess, just a big mess. It's almost like if you spilt like a chocolate milk all over your carpet, and now you can't get that stain out. That's what Day of the Departed is for the entire Ninjago series. If Ninjago's the carpet, Day of the Departed is the chocolate milk stain that just refuses to leave your carpet. And that's how I feel about that. It's a plebeian abomination. There you go. That's a good way. That's a good thing to call it. Yeah, like Cole's stuff is good. That is true. But everything else isn't really all that great. Just kind of feels like an F tier season for me. What do you guys have to say about this? What tier are you guys putting it in? I'm seeing a couple Fs, lots of Fs, a couple Ds though. But there's a couple of higher scores in there. Seeing maybe a few Bs. All right. There's no need to explain about a thing. No need to explain anything. It just goes straight to the F tier. Thank you, Fix a Brick Studios, for subscribing. Appreciate that. Lackluster. It's about right. We have a $1.99 from Jose. What Mr. Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents said, F. F! I didn't watch Fairly Odd Parents, but I know who Mr. Crocker is. He's my spirit animal to an extent. Thank you, though, Jose, for the $1.99. Appreciate it. Call it Day of the Disappointment. Ooh, that's a good name. Disappointment of the Departed. Day of the Disappointment. I gotcha. Guess you're not streaming for Master Yang. I am not streaming for Master Yang. He can go kiss his mother or something.
Pizza time.
Pizza time. Thank you, Jose, for the $1.99. I don't like Yang. He's a dumb character. Moving on to Hands of Time. Where are you? There you are. There's little Hands of Time, boys. Acronics and Crux. The boys. The squad. C tier. C tier. I'll put it above the pilots, though. So here's the meme with... No, I'll do that. I was kind of thinking about putting it above the pilots, but honestly, they're kind of equal to me. Here's the thing about Hands of Time. Some of the storylines in this season are not super great, in my humble opinion. If your name is not Kai or Nia, you basically have nothing to do. And the villains, though, the villains are fantastic. Like Acronics and Crux, amazing. I also really liked seeing Kai and Nia's parents. That was fun to see, right? But the rest of the ninja feel useless. The animation this go around wasn't just up to the rest of the standards set by Ninjago prior. That was due to production issues, so I can't really blame the season itself. But still, the animation errors were noticeable. The animation was not that great. The writing wasn't too fantastic either, kind of weaker compared to other seasons. But that's just because this season had different writers for whatever reason. Not sure why, but I'll say C tier. I liked the time travel stuff. That was kind of cool. All in all, though, Hands of Time might be one of the most forgettable seasons, I guess you could say. Jay literally gets a focus episode in Hands of Time. Yeah, but it's forgettable. Like, I didn't remember it until you just said something. So, I don't know, man. It seems kind of forgettable to me. But that is true. I will give you that. That is true. Like the score. Oh, yeah, music's pretty good. Music's always good for Ninjago, though. You know? Pretty good stuff. Temporary Master Lloyd. Yeah. I'm just a master in training. I can't be Master Lloyd just yet. What the heck? And then Wu's like, dude, I'm on my deathbed. I'm dying. Just get out there and train these people. And Lloyd's like, ugh, fine. Fine, Master Wu. I'll do it just because you're dying. The Destiny's Shadow. Destiny's Shadow is pretty good. Kind of forgettable. Nia randomly went bald. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Bunch of animation mistakes. The treadmill was invented in 1818. At least it was good on that. It taught me when the treadmill was invented. But is that even true, though? I heard somewhere that that's not even true. Hey, Google, when was the treadmill invented?
Here's what I understood from the website treadmillreviews.net.
Oh, boy.
The modern use of treadmills was invented by Sir William Cubitt in 1817.
Oh.
You want a little more context?
No, that's good. But Ninjago was 1 year off, apparently. 1818, more like 1817. What the heck, Ninjago writers?
Sorry, I don't have any information about that.
I'm
but
not...
I found something similar.
What?
Do you want to know, is Ninjago still going 2021?
Sure. Yeah, let's go with
On
that.
the website fandom.com, they say, on January 14th, 2021, Ninjago's 10th anniversary, he said that they had received the render of the last episode of 2021 from Wild Brain, and had done the first voice record for the 2022 episodes the day before.
Awesome. I have no idea what that was, but the Google just decided to have a little bit of a fit there, but at least it gave us some solid information. That being that Hands of Time was incorrect, and a whole bunch of other stuff that we already knew. Okay, so for Hands of Time, let's look at what some of you guys were saying for scores though. C, B, C. All right, so pretty standard stuff. I gotcha. I understand. We also have a donation here from Ninjago Fighter. Thank you very much for the donation. Finally, someone who prefers to say another season 16 and not season 15.
Pizza time.
Pizza time. Don't understand why everyone's so crazy and they have to call it season 15. Some people are just a little bit adamant about calling it season 15. And whatever you call this season, like I said, I don't care. Call it whatever you want. I think that's the common answer right now, is just call it whatever, and nobody should really care about that kind of stuff. Me personally, I call it season 16 until we get an official name for the season. Then I'll switch things up and stop referring to it as season 16 just to avoid controversy. But thank you, Ninjago Fighter, for the donation. I appreciate it. That's just my quick answer about that. Some people think Seabound's season 15. Some people think it's season 14. At the end of the day, the world still spins, and I continue not to care. Okay, so Sons of Garmadon. Let's move on to season 8, Sons of Garmadon. Ooh, should I put this in S tier? I will. All right, that deserves an S tier spot for sure. I love Sons of Garmadon. It's really good. It's really good. Like, come on. Sons of Garmadon's fantastic. Got a little bit of hate at the time that it came out because of the ninjas changing designs, the dreaded design change. But overall, the season itself was quality. You had the Hagmans coming back to write. Really good, darker take on the Ninjago story. Garmadon came back, resurrected from what is essentially Ninjago's version of HE double hockey sticks. And overall, it was a pretty good story. Had some solid new characters, Harumi especially. The season ended on a pretty sour note with the ninja losing, and that was good. It was unexpected. It was refreshing. I enjoyed that. I liked it a lot. Yeah, that is true. So much lore as well. The Oni and the Dragon stuff. Lots of Ninjago backstory revealed here, and a solid villain lineup to boot. Solid character development for the ninja. Good stuff. The only reason why it's not in front of Tournament is because I like Tournament just a tiny bit more. But as I've said, these two are very close for me. Tournament's still my favorite. Sons of Garmadon, though, very, very close second. What do you guys got for a score for this? S tier, Zane is finally relevant again. True, that is true. D for C, Harumi, I hate her. Yay, she fell off a building. Well, I mean, the building kind of fell on top of her, but we'll get to that once we get to Ninjago Hunted, don't you worry. S for Sons of Garmadon, good stuff. Too much emotions. Yeah, very emotional, but I think that's good. Ninjago's Infinity War, you could kind of say that. I could see that analogy being accurate. I mean, start to an epic conclusion of something, you know? The Oni trilogy was a conclusion of its own right to like the Will film era or whatever of Ninjago, you could say. And it ended with the villains being the victors. So yeah, I can kind of see that. Yeah, I'd say S tier. S tier, all things considered. So, moving on, a lot of people really enjoyed this season from what I can see from the chat. I'm seeing a lot of S tiers, a couple A tiers here and there, not very many low scores, which is pretty common. Everybody loves Sons of Garmadon. Moving on, though, to Ninjago Hunted, the second entry in the Oni trilogy. Okay, Hunted is kind of a big step down from Sons of Garmadon, in my opinion. I think I'm going to put it in B tier somewhere. Do I like it more than Season 1? Yeah. Do I like it more than Season 2? Yeah. Do I like it more than Rebooted? Maybe. I'll put it right there for right now. How about that? Here's my thing with Hunted. I think all the stuff going on in the first realm is awesome. I loved seeing a new realm, new characters in said realm, new dragons. But all the stuff in Ninjago is just kind of weak in my opinion, aside from the Lloyd and Garmadon stuff. The Resistance is cool, but then you have people like Dareth that just kind of ruin it for me. Some of the episodes are weaker than others. Some episodes just have the ninja just doing random stuff in the first realm, not really progressing anywhere. Hunted to me, it kind of feels like Sons of Garmadon, but you took away some of the major aspects of what made that season appealing, and you just gave us a new season. You called it Ninjago Hunted. Same deal, same product, but maybe slightly different packaging, slightly worse packaging. I don't know. Hunted was never really my go-to season. I would never put it on par with Sons of Garmadon, that's for sure. But what do you guys have to say about that? Jay and his wooden controller. That is true. Jay was pretty funny. I liked Jay a lot. Bit overrated. I'm seeing a lot of S's and A's for scores, so I can kind of agree with that. I don't think it's that great. I would never put it in S tier or A tier, but that's just my opinion. At the end of the day, better than Rebooted? I don't know, man. I kind of like Rebooted a little bit more, if I'm being honest. They're kind of on par with each other, sort of like how these two seasons are kind of on par, but I think I like Rebooted just a tiny bit more than Hunted. That's just my opinion. Season 9 is trash. I don't know about that. I wouldn't say it's downright terrible. It certainly has some awesome moments, especially towards the finale. I love when the ninja team reunites. It's amazing. Lloyd's like, oh my goodness, you guys are alive. And they're like, yes, we are. Let's go fight the Oni Titan. And then they win. The resistance never quits. Will you turn that thing off? Not as good as Sons of Garmadon, but still very good. I agree. That's kind of like how I would summarize my opinions on Hunted. Let's move on, though, to March of the Oni. This choice might shock a couple people. I'm going to put it above Rebooted. And that includes being above Hunted. I think Hunted is the worst entry in the Oni trilogy. Again, it's not bad, just my least favorite. March of the Oni, top of the B tier, baby. I love March of the Oni a lot. Really funny. Very unexpectedly funny, especially with Garmadon. They basically treat Garmadon like a giant toddler. They have to constantly watch him. But I enjoyed seeing Garmadon's characterization. Reminds me a lot of his Ninjago movie counterpart, which the movie Garmadon I love a lot. If you guys don't know that, I love movie Garmadon. Watching March of the Oni as a movie, I think is 10 times better than watching it as a season. It does have some issues, though. Specifically the the whole bit with Cole falling off the bounty. They kind of faked out Cole's death, but they went nowhere with it. I wasn't a huge fan of that. It does take a hot minute to get going. I think the season kind of starts on a rough note, but all in all, March of the Oni was pretty good. And also the whole friendship tornado debacle towards the end. Yeah, you had the Jay and Nia stuff. Yeah, really cool. I like it a lot. March of the Oni is pretty good in my opinion. I'll say B tier. Season 10 is better than Season 9 will not be accepted in the Ninjago community. It probably won't be, but let's be real. I like Season 10 a lot more than Season 9. Might be an unpopular opinion, but hey, March of the Oni, awesome. I like it a lot. Kai rebuilds the golden weapons. Yeah, really cool. I'm about to get canceled so hard he's going to meet Optimus after 86. I'm going to see Optimus Prime. Soon I will become one with the Matrix. I don't know who I'd pass the Matrix on to. Probably one of you guys. Who wants my channel after I'm dead? Sound off in the chat. Because the Ninjago community is going to have me executed for this ranking right there. You guys could probably all run the channel together, right? Just type my password in the chat and you guys can just, make videos together and whatnot. Keep my legacy alive. March of the Oni. Let's see what you guys have to say about that. B, A, C, Ninjago Endgame. That's about right. Incomplete and rushed. Yeah, if it were like the usual 10 episodes, I think it would have been better. A little bit better. If it was 10 episodes, maybe it would have been as good as Season 8. But all in all, 4 episodes is pretty good for that story. Can't believe I'm babysitting my own father. C, A or B. I don't know. I like it a lot. Look at all the people in the chat. Give me my channel. Give me your channel. You guys can all have it after I've passed on to the next place. That'll be in my will. All of my subscribers get the password to my channel. As I take a sip of my Gatorade. All right, let's move on to Season 11. Season 11. As one single unit, Season 11. As one singular thing. One singular Ninjago story. How do I feel about it? It's pretty mixed bag. Couple ups, lots of downs. I'm thinking C tier. Right there. Is that good? Yeah. Yeah, why don't we just go with that? I'll say C tier. I don't think it deserves to be bumped down to the D tier, honestly. I don't think it's that bad. If we don't have anything in D tier by the time this tier list wraps up, we might bump it down a little bit. But overall, it's not that bad. It has some good moments, especially in the ice chapter. The fire chapter, though, the fire chapter has some rough moments. The filler in season 11 wasn't as good as it was for season 2. I will say that. I enjoyed season 2's filler, quote-unquote filler, a lot more in my opinion. I don't know. I'm thinking C tier right now. The ice chapter stuff is really good. If the ice chapter was just its own season, I think that would be an excellent season. The fire chapter kind of weighs it down for me, personally. Tanner's Instagram in 2150, chilling in the grasslands with the first Spinjitzu master. Hello, do you like my dragon? Yes, I do like your dragon. B tier, unpopular opinion, but I thought it was pretty good, especially as it was the first season of Ninjago going into a new direction. Yeah, that is true. That was a pretty good start, I will say. It was a pretty good start. Basically paved the way for all of these seasons, which in my opinion are much better than season 11 over here, but still a good start. It's kind of like how the pilots was a good start to all of this kind of stuff, but still had yet to expand on its potential. I feel the same way about season 11. Kind of two peas in a pod there. I understand. The anime stuff. I didn't mind the anime stuff. The anime stuff I thought was cool and experimental. It was a nice way to try something new. I like that a lot, actually. Moving on, though, to Prime Empire. Actually, wait, what do you guys have to say about that? What do you guys think about that? Hey, it's me, Mark Wahlberg. F, D, C, F. I don't think it deserves F tier or D tier. I'll say C tier. Anime makes it D tier. A tier, B tier. I'm seeing anywhere from A to F here. Pretty interesting across the board. Pretty mixed, all things considered. Except for General Grievous Zane. Yeah, that stuff was kind of cool. I liked seeing that. They need to make that as an actual set. Maybe a polybag, dude. Lego, get on that. I'd buy that. $5 for General Grievous Zane. Sign me up. I'd buy that polybag. Season 12, Prime Empire. Let's move on to Prime Empire. Pretty good, honestly. I like it a lot. I'm not going to put it in A tier. I want to put it somewhere in the B tier, though. But I don't like it as much as I like Season 1. So I'll say right there. I think that's a good spot for it. B tier. Prime Empire was cool, very unique. You didn't really see anything like that prior in Ninjago unless you count like the Digiverse stuff. But I personally don't, because Prime Empire is an entirely different world. And I thought it was an interesting direction to take Ninjago, you know? A storyline focused on more traditional culture and whatnot got suddenly futuristic and digital, dare I say. I liked it. Jay being the focus, I thought was pretty good. Jay always needs more screen time. Sounds good to me. He had some really solid Jay and Nia stuff in this season as well. Admittedly, the rest of the ninja don't really do a whole lot. Zane has his little side story for sure, and that's kind of cute and whatnot. But, Prime Empire, it's all right. It's okay. It's just okay. That's basically my general thoughts on Prime Empire. It's never the first season that I think of when I think of Ninjago, that's for sure. Okino was pretty fun. Yeah, really good side characters. Entertaining side characters, too. Arcadian Whip is awesome. I agree. The soundtrack for Prime Empire, oh mama, good stuff. Good stuff there. Probably one of the better soundtracks. If we were ranking this based on soundtracks, it'd be like here. But we're not, so... So B tier. What do you guys have to say about that? B, high B, C, A. A tier, thought it was pretty enjoyable. Oh yeah, I remember having fun watching it. Really fun to see the ninja go into a brand new world. Thought it was really cool how Unugami ended up being a misunderstood kid in the end too. Yeah, he's not just the stereotypical Ninjago bad guy, which I think is refreshing. He's not evil for the sake of being evil. He actually has a story, which is sweet and wholesome. I like that a lot. The only thing holding Prime Empire back for me personally is that I like other things more. Like I like Season 1 more. I like Season 2 more. I like all of these things more than Prime Empire, but Prime Empire is nowhere near bad. Screenshotted you hovering Prime Empire over S tier. Now I'm telling the police. Oh man, I'm going to get torn apart for these Ninjago opinions. Post some screenshots on Twitter. Tag me in it and I will retweet it. We'll get some controversy brewing over there. Should be pretty fun. Yeah, I'll say B tier. Unagami's Pac-Man shirt makes Prime Empire S tier. I liked that a lot, yeah. A lot of cool video game references, too. If you're a video game fanatic, Prime Empire is probably right up your alley. Moving on, though, to, oh man, Master of the Mountain. Oh, this season is pretty good. Do I put it in A or S? I can't decide. It's either going to go at the top of the A tier or the bottom of the S tier. I don't know where to put it. To populate the A tier a little bit, why don't I just do that? It's my third favorite season. Nothing else is going to be on top of that, that's for sure. Master of the Mountain, oh, chef's kiss. Beautiful stuff. Cole finally got a season. My boy Cole finally gets some attention, and it was glorious. Got to see his backstory, his connection to his element, what that means to him, and overall, really, really, really good season. Definitely my favorite of the Wild Brain seasons thus far. Who is the Master of the Mountain? It's Cole. Cole's the Master of the Mountain. He finds himself, he finds his true identity as the new Master of Earth, and it's amazing. Fantastic. Good music as well. Yeah, the Shintaro Dungeon Whip. Yep, that's my favorite whip. Have the poster. You guys can't see it, but I'm pointing at the poster right now. It's above my desk. I love it. I love it. I rewatch it every now and then just for the warmth and fuzzies. I do not like the geckos or the munts, though. I will say that's kind of a negative about the season for me, but it's not enough to weigh the season down. It's still fantastic. Would highly recommend. If somehow you guys haven't seen it yet, check it out. Master of the Mountain's pretty good. Skull Sorcerer, Queen Vanya. Awesome. Am I streaming for Master of the Mountain? Yeah, let's go with that. That's the Master that we're streaming for today. Can't decide between that and Seabound on what's the best Wild Brain season. Yeah, I can see that. I think a lot of people have that problem. Moving on to how to get the poster. The Fold was actually selling it on their official shop for a while. It's like the poster of the album cover or whatever for the Shintaro Dungeon Whip. It's basically what I have on my start screen. I can't go to it right now because then music will play. But yeah, it's basically that poster. The Fold was selling it on their shop a while back. It might still be up there. I'd recommend checking. Otherwise, yeah, that's where I got it. That's where I received it. So. Moving on, though, to the island. Actually, let's see what you guys have to say. Keep on forgetting. How rude of me. I apologize. F tier, no chocolate cake. Oh, man. A or S, S tier, SSS. I'm seeing lots of S's. Couple A's, though. Mid-A. I can see that. I can see that. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. That's totally okay. S tier, S tier. C tier. All right, fair enough. Okay, the island. Moving on to the island. Here's my deal with the island. I actually like it better. I like it better than all this. C tier. That's where I'm going to put the island. Okay, to be honest, the island I don't think is all that bad. I think the island is fun. Harmless fun. You can watch it while consuming adult beverages if you're of legal age, and it makes for a pretty entertaining 44 minutes. I don't think people need to be so hard on the island. It's very small, very short, a little bit of a snippet of Ninjago. That's just fun and harmless, in my opinion. It's certainly not insulting like like Day of the Departed was, that's for sure. And honestly, I like it more than the pilots, like it more than Season 7. I like it more than Season 11. C tier. Top of the C tier. Yeah, the island suits, fantastic. Some of the best Ninjago costumes literally ever. I love the island costumes. F tier right above Season 2. What they did to Ronin is unforgettable. Yeah, Ronin in the island is not good. I will say that. That is true. I hated Ronin's characterization. If you took Ronin and just removed him from the island, would have been so much better. Would have been so much better. Might even be bumped up to B tier. The island, though, I don't mind it. I do not mind it at all. Thank you, Lukita, for the subscription. Always appreciated. Island suits are on par with Sons of Garmadon suits. Oh, yeah, really good. I don't like Ronin. The enemy was Ronin. Yeah, Ronin's not great. What are you guys saying? D, A, C. C could have been so much more. I agree. They could have extended the premise out even further if they really wanted to. Imagine if the island was a full 16-episode season. Oh, man, the potential. The wasted potential. He did a Scooby-Doo thing at the end. Yeah, not great. Not great at all. But I'm seeing a couple of C's, couple D's. I'm honestly seeing everywhere across the board for the island. To me, it's going in the C tier, baby. Let's see. Created a whole new can of beans in the Ninjago community. That is true as well. Finally, let's go over Seabound, the last season that we have to rank right now. Seabound, you guys already know. It's pretty good. Where do I rank it, though? Where's a good spot for Seabound? It's going to go somewhere in the A tier. I don't like it as much as Master of the Mountain, but I like it more than Skybound. Do I like it more than Possession? No, I don't. I think that's a good spot for it. Right there. Right in between Possession and Skybound. So Seabound is pretty good. I like it a lot. Nia is a fantastic main character. One of my longtime Ninjago dreams was to see the ninja go underwater, and this season finally gave me that. So, you know, big props to Seabound for making that happen. Also, Kalmar is a fun villain. He's basically like the anti-Pythor, you know, kind of similar, but I liked it a lot. I like seeing some of the behind the scenes or the backstory stuff with Nia, with Nia and the water element itself. I loved seeing that. Again, world building is always fantastic. And the fact that they're able to do this 15 seasons in or whatever, blows my mind. Amazing stuff. I also liked Nia's sacrifice, man. I mean, I didn't expect that. Nia leaving the ninja team actually and going off on her own. Tragic stuff's there, and we still have not seen the aftermath of that. Yeah, Benthomar was awesome too.
Pizza time.
Pizza time. Thank you, Ninjago Fighter, once again. Do you think you could advise me on personal messages on Discord after the stream? One thing pretty important to me. If you want to reach out to me through message, feel free to do so. Again, my contact info is in the description. If you want to hit me up on Instagram or Twitter, if you want to tweet at me, feel free to do so. I'm not super active on Discord though. Might not catch me there. But thank you very much, Ninjago Fighter, for the donation once again. Yeah, hit me up on Twitter or Instagram. I'll see what I can do. So yeah, Seabound, A tier, in my opinion. In terms of the actual tier list itself here, or wait, I keep on forgetting. What do you guys have to say about it? I apologize, guys. I don't know why I'm so forgetful in today's stream. I apologize dearly. A, S, Seabound. It's like SSSS Gridman. S tier, maybe behind Master of the Mountain, having trouble deciding. Story was great, but Kai and Cole and Ray were hardly in it. Pixel was, though. Yeah, true. Pixel had a good arc in this season. I will agree, yeah, Kai and Cole could have done more, especially Kai, considering it's Nia's season. But, you know, whatever. Sometimes the characters need to go to the background. Sometimes some other characters need the spotlight. And that's okay, because Nia finally got her own story. Okay, so for the overall tier list, I don't have anything in D. So what we're going to do is we're going to move Season 11 down to D. We're going to put Hands of Time. Yeah, that's pretty good there. We're going to bump up Master of the Mountain to S, maybe? No, we're not. Instead, we're going to bump Skybound down to B. And we're going to do that. So I think that right there is my final list. I think that's how I would rank them if I had to give an official final ranking. Just so we have something in every single tier. I think that's how I'm going to do it. And I think that works out. D is too lonely. Yeah, we've dropped Season 11 down to D, so now it's a little bit populated. But that's what I'm going to do for my final ranking of the seasons. This is my updated ranking officially. I like it a lot. I'm happy with this. I'm content with this. B tier is the most populated, which I can understand. But the S tier and the A tier have some really good seasons in it. Bottom couple of tiers, though, again, might have needed some work. B is too busy. Yeah, but I don't feel comfortable dropping Prime Empire down to C. I think it definitely deserves B. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is going to be my final ranking, to be honest. So, yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's tier list and whatnot. That was pretty fun. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know in the chat what your favorite Ninjago season is. Like, your favorite all-time season. Let me know in the chat. And we still have a few minutes to go here on today's stream, so let's go back to our regularly scheduled Ninjago programming here, Ninjago streaming. Where would Core go? Core, I might put on par with maybe the C tier, perhaps. I'd probably put Core right there, to be honest. I think that'd be a good spot for it. But yeah, going back to our regular stream here for a few more minutes. If you guys want to hang out, you are free to do so. If you want to hang out and chit-chat for a little bit, you are welcome to. So, in terms of the tier list, that'll pretty much do it. But what is your favorite season? What's your favorite season, guys? Let me know in the chat. Your all-time favorite, if you had to pick one. Let's see. We got time today. Yep, didn't go later, which is nice. Got it done pretty quick. Season 7, Season 4, 5, 8, Skybound, Sons of Garmadon. Favorite hunted episode, probably, I don't know, Green Destiny was the first one that came to mind. That's a pretty solid finale. But what's the episode where Master Wu regains his memories? Is that Saving Faith? Probably that one then. Could I beat Jay in an arm wrestle? Probably not, man. The ninja are all pretty ripped. I sadly am not, so I'd probably lose the arm wrestle there. Rebooted, Season 12, Sons of Garmadon. Riddle me this, Batman. What's your favorite Ninjago season? And Batman's... What would be Batman's favorite season? Probably the most depressing one, which would be what? Seabound, maybe? Seabound's probably really depressing. Maybe Sons of Garmadon. Season 4, Skybound isn't far behind. That's kind of how I feel with Season 4 and Sons of Garmadon. Sons of Garmadon and Season 4 are very close in my opinion, but Season 4 is still the best. Could I beat young Lloyd in an arm wrestle? The young bratty Lloyd I probably could, before he started training as the Green Ninja or whatever. I could probably take him in an arm wrestle, to be honest. I feel confident in saying that I could beat a 10-year-old child in an arm wrestling competition. Thank you, Sicily Mako, for the subscription. Hope I'm pronouncing your guys' names correctly whenever you guys donate or subscribe. I apologize. Batman would like to be the detective part in Prime Empire, or he would like the detective part in Prime Empire. True. World's greatest detective. I'm the world's greatest detective. My favorite Ninjago episode is Ninjago Confidential. Tournament of Elements is the best next to Hunted, Skybound, and Rebooted. All pretty solid seasons there. Good choices. Ninjago depended on Lloyd wanting candy. Yeah, when you think about it, man, Lloyd pretty much caused a lot of Ninjago's early grief. You know what I'm saying? If he had never opened that snake tomb, who knows where Ninjago would be right now? Who knows how it would be different? Ever meditated? Would recommend it if you're stressed. I actually do want to try meditation. I'm going to get a little bit personal with you guys for a second, all right? Come a little bit closer. I want to tell you guys a little bit of a personal story about myself and my life currently. So lately I've been having trouble sleeping. I've been having some issues going to bed. It's part of the reason why I go to bed at like 9 a.m. and wake up like at 2 in the afternoon now. Could be anxiety related. Could be something like that. I don't know. But meditation, if you guys have done it, do you think that would help? Is this too close? Maybe go back a few inches, just a little bit more. And then now we're content. But yeah, meditation, would that work for sleeping? Asking you guys, kind of a semi-serious question, but yeah. Meditation, will that work for sleeping? Helps, by the way. Have to have someone in the room to sleep well. I can see that. I used to have my cats in here with me. Waffle used to sleep on the bed with me all the time. And then I think one time during the night, I like moved in my sleep or something and she kind of fell off the bed. And ever since then, she really hasn't been keen on sleeping in my bed with me. And I understand why. I mean, I wouldn't want to get shoved out of the bed in the middle of the night either. So I understand. Have I tried listening to music? I have not, but I will consider that. Like, like maybe like instrumental stuff like I was talking about earlier. Spirit smoke might work. I feel like I'd have horrifying visions, though, if I decided to start using spirit smoke. You know what I'm saying? You'll be asleep for a long time. I need one of those teas. Meditation helps a ton with stress. If it's anxiety related, do it before bed. It should work. All right, I'll keep that in mind. I will try that, see what I can do, look up some meditation techniques. Because honestly, if anything helps, I'd be okay with that, you know? I kind of want to sleep again. You know what I'm saying? Rain sounds. All right, I can see that. Thank you guys for the help though. Melatonin. I have melatonin somewhere around here. I have to find it. I have a bottle of melatonin somewhere. Maybe it's in my medicine cabinet. Should be. Gather around, landlubbers. It's time to talk. It's time to talk about how I can't sleep at night. But yeah, guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my stream here today. Didn't really have time for rapid fire questions today. Apologies about that. Maybe tomorrow we can do a little bit more extra rapid fire questions. Remind me tomorrow. We can probably head on over to the Rapid Fuego section a little bit early. Until then, guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my stream here today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, let's get some hugs in the chat. Let's get some hugs. That would help a lot. Everybody gets a group hug. Let's do some hugs. There's some hugs for you guys. For my streaming schedule, one last time here, we stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. And as always, I will provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab. In terms of tomorrow's stream, as I said, we're just going to be doing a casual stream tomorrow for Thursday. But on Friday, we will be doing Ninjago trivia. So stay tuned for that. If you want to go ahead and, come back on Friday, feel free to do so. You're always welcome here at any time. And I will be here same time tomorrow for another casual stream where we can just kind of hang out, talk about whatever, just kind of chit chat for the hour. Sounds good to me. Look at all the hugs in the chat. It's beautiful. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And as I mentioned, I will see you guys tomorrow, same time for another stream. Have a fantastic rest of your day, you guys. You guys have been amazing. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.